Can you get a strike for humming a song? Important question.
What up?
Yo, we're live.
Live.
We are so live. So this is the Cunning Boba versus Yellow Sabine match.
Two leaders we like with not those combinations of colors for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I think that there are reasons to like both. I still like Yellow Boba for a lot of the things it does against decks that aren't Green Boba. He's got, I don't know if so I'm looking, I have the Boba list on the screen.
Can
He's
you
got,
stream so I can be on the same pace with you?
yeah, 1 second. Can you see,
I'm in Discord.
can you see that now? Oh, can I see, I'm not streaming in Discord yet, my bad. Screen one, go live. Okay,
There we go.
my bad.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
TIE Fighter is interesting. I think like one of the things we identified that like one drops with Boba is actually kind of good because you just can like toss a one drop out if you have it. So like having an influx of
Throw it out
those
there.
is like pretty good. I think the most interesting thing to me is the main deck ATRT
Yeah, main
with
deck ATRT. Also the TIE Fighter with like Cunning being like 5, 6 power, just like throw away but kill something kind of.
and that's one of the reasons why you want those one drops to just like make sure you have something out so that when you do Cunning you can do that top four. The +4 rather.
That
John
ATRT.
Franey, what's up, man? He said, "How prevalent would command be without ECL?" And he said, "I guess Vader. I think it's overwhelming barrage gives green more,
Yeah, and the ramp. I
but
mean,
I
it's
think the
not.
hero stuff would be a lot less prevalent. I think there'd be a lot less
It
hero
wouldn't be
green.
like jammed in every deck. It actually like it's funny because you'd probably actually not see that much of a change in the Boba lists because they could easily just oftentimes they're like using ECL on a steadfast battalion
Hmm.
and it's not and that's just like a better ambush 5 drop, but there's plenty of ambush 5 drops.
Right. There are
So I'm not
tons
sure
of ambush
Boba.
5 drops. That's like seems to be where they want it. You could even go like a more green version if you wanted like more ambush to get the like that's why I like escort skiff so much. Like I think that has a lot of room to grow as more sets come out.
I mean, I think the issue is that aggro would just be so good that no one would play green.
Yeah, I mean you'd have to really lean into yeah,
I don't even
ambush.
know. Sabine would just be absolutely banana land.
Yeah, so let's look at the yellow Sabine list actually.
Like yeah, like this yellow Sabine list would be banana land.
Yeah, it
So
already
30
is. Like it's still very good even though we have liked the green a little bit better.
drop. That was
There's no denying that Surprise Strike and Millennium Falcon are bonkers. And then he's also prioritizing ambush by having like the Azatuk gunship in the sideboard here. Hello there. Oh, I need Discord up in case they DM me. So we're just waiting to hear from the players. The game is supposed to start in 5 minutes. I don't see either of them online, so we're just chatting about the deck list. So if you have questions or you want to talk about anything, plenty of time to go start and come back to us after watching Justin's cheer at deck tech from today, which was sweet. Actually, let me check the stats on that bad boy. Green 4 drops suffer a bit because you won on ramp. Yeah, over the 4 resource turn. I agree. The green 4 drops suffer, but all the 4 drops suffer, right? I tested with Poem a bit for this matchup. He geared it hard towards the matchup. Well, I tested with Ryan Warner a little bit, and he does not feel great about the matchup. So I think whatever Poem's decisions were, that they were good. Any other thoughts, Justin? If you're still here, I can't hear you. Oh, he went mute. So it's just me. So I can answer some questions or spout off. Can I tell from this where the bracket's going? So that's 8, 9. This is 413.
I'm back. I was just fixing headphones.
Oh yeah, all good.
When's this game gonna start?
It's supposed to start in about 5 minutes. I don't see either of them online. Do we have the Sabine list? Oh yeah, me and Justin were looking at the Sabine list, but I didn't have it on the screen. Sorry. Here's the Sabine list. It's because I was streaming separately for Justin. So there we go. The Sabine list is caught up now, or you guys should see in a second.
I'll head over to YouTube so I can interact with the chat as well.
Winner plays Tower or Thork. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rebel Trader. They were below. And then Thork knocked out Poem, or Astrotech knocked out Poem, but Green Boba knocked out Poem last season. And then the red Iden that Tower number 9 was playing, and he was touting in the Discord today. Splashing Rebel Assault. Yeah, Rebel Assault, good card for 3. I think we've seen in our pre-releases that we can absolutely splash some cards for +2. With everything cheap.
Oh. I didn't even see that. That's green. Right.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I like Metal Ceremony, Adam. I'm definitely surprised not to see it here. The only non-rebel stuff in this deck are Greedo and the Falcon. So I would have loved Metal Ceremony in this, but maybe he wants Greedo first all the time. I don't know. Some people just don't think Metal Ceremony is good for some reason. People want to pay for their cards, I guess.
Yeah, that's weird.
Definitely a matchup of the less popular versions, although, for a long time, Yellow Sabine was like the only Sabine.
Could be the Metal Ceremony just without the green isn't that good.
We have the cost. It does have the cost of a card in the deck and on the draw. Kind of.
Falcon's also not rebel.
Yeah, Falcon and Greedo. Those are the two.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Curious what Chopper is for in this list. I think for being a 2/3 1-drop. Like, there are probably games where he starts Chopper and Greedo and is pretty happy. When he can follow it up with Sabine.
Could get like your 5% chance that the text is active.
Yeah.
And tap a resource.
I mean, you still get the second part of the text, and then, like, obviously with Sabine leader, it triggers the first part of the text. But I think, like, this is something that you and I have talked about briefly, but I think we're just on the same page on. He's got a lot of 2-ofs, and aggro is one of those kinds of lists where you don't really want a bunch of hedging in your cards.
Yeah, you want to do the same thing every time. My deck tech for Chariot, I mentioned that pretty much doing the same thing. Everything was the same card in multiple forms.
Right. That's the thing about your list is, like, how many more of my deck can I make consistent?
Exactly.
Yeah, Chopper's also a rebel. We were actually just highlighting the non-rebels, Adam, which is like, it's just Greedo and Falcon. Literally everyone else in the deck is a rebel. He's even got Dodonna in here. And, like, Dodonna is a 4-cost Metal Ceremony, basically. So, he comes with a body, but at the low price of 4 resources. But yeah, we like consistency in our aggro. We want to, and, like, that Chopper Greedo split is, like, exactly the kind of thing I'm talking. Like, what is the 1-drop you want to hit? You have to know.
Right. Yeah, like if you have both, which one would you rather have?
I see what you're saying, Adam. He's saying that's a reason Chopper would go in the deck. I agree, but then I would want Metal Ceremonies with my Choppers.
Maybe you want Metal Ceremonies to mill with Greedo.
Ooh, I got some DMs. Hold on. Server is up. Waiting on Ryan, who appears to be offline.
Ooh,
Still no sign of Ryan. Interesting.
Oof.
That's the gamble of starting the stream early, boys. Failed to connect. Did I type that wrong? Oh, yes, I did. I see what I did there. And of course, using the late night mod. Well, we get a lot of dead air to fill. This is like my freshman year radio show at Marist. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Or it's any class we've taught in the last couple of years. Who has questions?
Yeah, it's been my freshmen are especially bad at talking. If I do talking
Oh,
heads, they're fine, but if I just like want to have a conversation, they're miserable.
how was your
My
weekend?
my seniors are pretty good. I would love to play Hunt Sevens to pass the time. I challenged Justin. He declined my challenge earlier.
I'll end up keeping my sevens. I have a separate sevens list that's better, and it's hidden. It's not. It's on
That's fine.
paid content.
I have
only.
absolutely no problem with people making better lists as long as people recognize that I started it.
I did actually change the. If I was playing this weekend, I would play Sabine,
Yeah.
but I would change the. Remind me of the card that's a 3/4 that pings.
Fighters for Freedom.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Yeah, it's pretty mopey. It's just what would you put
And
in?
I play Bright Hope. I love Bright Hope.
Interesting.
I think Sentinel's an aggressive thing, in sort of its own form.
Okay.
I think it's like a shield for your ag. It's a shield for your base, but it's also a shield for your. It flanks your units. It flanks your red threes, and it flanks your green squadron A wing.
Mm-hmm. So Ryan is on his way, according to Poe. So game 1 starting soon.
Filling up dead air.
I think
If anybody's watching the new sci-fi show on Apple, there's an old man taking a bath in it.
What's the sci-fi show?
What's the sci-fi show, Sandra?
The one with Numi Rapace?
What's it called? Constellation. I think we're about 6 episodes in, so spoiler alert. The old man who's got a twin is taking a bath.
That is the one with Numi
Startled.
Rapace.
Yep.
The girl who kicked the hornet's nest or whatever.
Yep. Freaky show.
Remember when like a 900-page book about like Swedish business espionage was like the hottest thing on the planet?
Mm-hmm.
The girl who played
Not
with
really.
You don't remember when those books were insane? The Elizabeth Salander books? Like everyone
Like
was
the girl
reading
with the
them?
dragon tattoo and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, but that one
Oh.
was cool, but the other ones were like the other ones were rough.
I was just actually talking about that movie the other day with someone.
The Fincher one? Like the one with James Bond?
The one with James Bond. Yeah.
Ooh,
Or the ending where, like,
yeah.
when he talks about not offending someone, risking dying to not. Ooh, we're active. Poem.
We're active, and he gave me Black Player. Steve's not here, Tata, but
Oh,
I'm
man.
glad you're
We
screaming
can-
into the void.
some Steve.
That makes me feel better about Steve calling you a numpty. The game hasn't started, Family View Music.
Let's give you a game.
Ryan is on his way. This is like classic macho head games.
This is Brian Hunter in the grudge match.
Yep, just showing up late.
So, great story from 2003. The two really, really good OG Star Wars players, Decipher game. They hosted a grudge match. They didn't like each other. Hayes Hunter and Brian Hunter. And we were hanging out with Hayes Hunter, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna show up late," and show up 15 minutes late to kind of throw him off his game. So we go down there, and Brian Hunter showed up 30 minutes late. And Brian Hunter looked like very similar looking to the poker player Chris Ferguson, sort of long hair, and it was quite the scene. He came dressed in a suit and tie,
In a mortician's outfit.
straight up dark suit, dark clothes.
It was cool to hold a grudge match. I love grudges.
Yeah,
I love
it
grudge
was-
matches.
It was
Yep.
a wild time. Lots of
called-
overconfidence on that grudge match on both sides.
Tada says, I'm undefeated against Brian Hunter, but
Oh wow.
literally never beat Hayes in my entire life.
Oh,
That's some back. Dude is an enigma. Well, I guess he's certainly kind of tall. I did call 2-0 for Chrono. I was wrong. Did I call
neither of
2-0?
those things.
I thought Steve called 2-0 for Chrono. I don't know if I called 2-0. I think that was Steve. We'll check the tape. I don't think I would pick.
Undefeated against Brian Hunter. What games have you played Brian Hunter in? I know Hayes plays a lot.
Maybe I did. That doesn't sound like me, but I know Tada will probably chime in. But I'm guessing he played Star Wars. Yeah, back in the day.
Wow. Oh, geez, Star Wars.
He played the Decipher game, and he was in New England for a time when he was younger. Okay, Ryan Warner's here. So this game is probably happening. We should probably lock in. Are you drinking anything?
Me? No.
You're not drinking alcohol?
It's a weeknight.
Okay, son. It's a weeknight. You know how many salads I ate this week to drink at night? He just won all the PA events. He was in PA events with like Kim and Dalton and them and TJ.
He was with TJ. He didn't win all the PA events. I'll tell you that right now.
That's true.
What's your name?
It's just John. His name is John Tata. Tatta.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I've heard him.
He said,
knows Lolly and them.
He said weeknight. Yeah, I think he knows Lolly and them. All right,
Yeah.
we're starting.
He's the older crew.
And we're going to see both hands at the same time. Guys, I just woke up. I've been asleep since 6 p.m. Oh, Maddie Gem in the chat. Well, Maddie, you can come do the voice if you want. Maddie had a little food poisoning today. This is one where I think I do want to go sideways.
Was it food poisoning or was it alcohol poisoning from drinking a weeknight?
He said he had a rough grain bowl or something in Boston. I gotta get them to do their hands. And once again, we have one player with. Okay, so one player with a logo and one player without. And I picked the player with the logo to win last time, and I was picking Poem this time. Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, thanks.
So the base discussion's a one that is worthy of chatter.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that Ryan's on Administrator Tower.
Yeah, I didn't, but yeah.
I don't know. When we tested that, 30 points was very irrelevant.
I think it makes sense. In a sense, I feel like I'd want to be flipped on the bases.
Oh yeah, sorry. Poem is on. Sorry, yeah. I had him backwards in my head. Poem is on Admin Tower, and sorry, Ryan was saying he wishes he did go Admin Tower.
Right. I feel like you'd both want to be on Admin Tower.
Ryan was saying he wanted to be on Admin Tower because he think it would be a great benefit in the Sabine mirrors.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
All right, let's see how these hands look. So this is one for James where we probably will cut off the discard piles because the zoom on the structure of this mod is just so much different than the outmaneuver mod that it's really hard to see everything. All right, I'm going to try not to use my mouse to not influence them, but Sabine has a pretty aggro-y hand with some great 3-drops, but is a little 3-drop heavy like most decks. Poem just has a solid curve, though currently he's missing like a great turn 3 play, but he can always just drop a Crafty Smuggler, and it's not going to be terrible.
Interesting that we see 2 Crafty Smugglers in one hand and 2 Saboteurs in the other hand.
Yeah, that's true. I guess like those Saboteurs will blow out the Crafty Smugglers. Yeah, that's bad. I was kind of focused on the right side.
Another ATRT or whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. That card's in every deck now, I guess.
Yeah, these are main deck.
In the last match.
The last match was sideboard, yeah.
Oh.
Is Admin Tower better than Chopper Base? Yes. It's on Cloud City, absolutely. So this blows out Ryan's first play.
Yeah.
This is why we
I feel like you just claim.
Yeah,
Like,
so
what's
I
the
was
point of
thinking,
that?
I've been thinking about this a lot actually because you know the leveled thinking article from Magic from like way back. I want to do like a leveled thinking video for this game, and like this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about, like playing a 2-3 into a 2-2, a 3-2 into a 2-2 rather.
I would have just claimed. Do we remember what he rode? What he resourced?
He resourced. No, I don't remember. We were talking. He's got a lot of duplicates now though. What's up, D House from Unplayable?
Might just try to get spicy and just race him.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, does he?
Falcon. And just like Falcon this turn and then play the Saboteur and then just that's 7 a turn.
I mean, he's got a race. He can't like he already is struggling to win the race when he's 30. But like when you're holding two saboteurs in your hand, yeah, I don't know why you just let one of your cards get taken for a shield when you could just like untap and go Falcon.
I mean, I guess
I
he
guess like
saved
Poem Drew
saved 2
Waylay.
life.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only real consideration, right? Is like,
So this
do you
is a
want to save
situation
life?
where I feel like um did Poem claim or did
He
Poem
just passed because he's holding Waylay,
Okay.
so he's looking.
Well, that's
He's
the thing.
looking
I
to
feel like a
Waylay
lot of
whatever he
people
plays.
don't pass enough against Sabine. The Donna, there you go, right in the resource
And
room.
yep, and the which is whack, right? Because now he's holding 5 3 drops. So like, that's the thing with this list. It doesn't play any 5 drops. It only goes up to 4. And like now he's holding a full grip of threes. Whereas,
Yeah, this is part of the reason I don't like the tan version. Like he drew 2 of his best card in tan, like 2 Falcons, right?
yep.
And like they just don't. And it's not enough of an without ECL. It's not enough to get you back into these things.
Whereas Poem, he can play a 3 and a 1 here and be pretty happy. He did shelve the ATRT. He's not really worried about killing anything. And like you, because you're holding Syndicate Lackey, you can literally just let Sabine do whatever and kill her next turn. Like, I guess he could have the Wing Leader, and that's the only thing that blows you out.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's just like Poem knows that he can win the race because of his base. He's got Surprise Strike now. He's got. He probably resources shoot first here, and opens up with Steadfast Lackey on Sabine, and then attacks in with everybody else.
Yeah, that Lackey's gonna
And
be
then if
good
he untaps 2, then he Surprise Strikes.
if only he had a medal ceremony.
If only. Yeah, I don't think Poem should resource the Surprise Strike. Yeah, this is the line I like. I like Poem's hand. I think he should Syndicate Lackey Sabine, and then when he untaps from Boba, after the Boba attack, then he has
Race with a
Surprise Strike.
strike.
But it's Lee's play, so he'd have to kill something else in addition to Sabine. Which is fine, because Greedo can just kill the Fleet Lieutenant if he really wants.
And like then there's just no board. I might just like Fleet Lieutenant here to get in some damage. Eh.
I mean, he knows Poe's running 3 Syndicate Lackeys, so okay.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. And then Syndicate Lackey kills Sabine. It's just not great.
Yeah, I think Syndicate Lackey on Sabine is what I would want to do here.
And then like Greedo and Boba just wipe him up.
Yeah, and I guess if
yeah.
So if Boba comes out and attacks face, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Yeah, I think I might
even without the Surprise Strike, but
might just face everything, to be honest.
If you want to do the surprise strike, you have to kill something else. I agree, Matthew. Poem does make mono Boba look fun. I love mono Boba. I do wish it was a little bit better into green Boba. I would play it a lot more.
He could go like Greedo into one of them and then.
Yeah, and then Boba just attack face, and then surprise strike makes up the damage that Greedo would have hit face for. And he's threatening lethal with a fire spray in hand. Whereas like Ryan has no place here. He's only got a 2/2
all
coming
these
out.
threes. I got all these three. How does 5 get divided by 3 in a profitable way?
If y'all can hear that snoring, that's my dog in the background. Actually, Justin, your background sound is kind of loud. Can you guys hear that?
You can mute.
No, I was just. We can hear Constellation. We know the guy's out of the shower now.
He's out of the tub. Hold on.
All
Let me
right, so we
try
get
this.
a Jetticity on Greedo here.
It's worth 5 damage.
All right, so he is killing something to get the surprise strike play.
That makes sense.
I think he probably. Oh, I was going to say, I figured he would kill. I guess he doesn't have to kill the Sentinel. Who cares? Just do
I
all
don't
the
think you
damage.
kill anything.
Yeah.
I think you do it all the face.
Yeah, he did the one kill to get the surprise strike play to use all his resources, but now.
Because now he's exacties.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what Ryan can do to climb back here. Like, his Falcon doesn't at all deal with the ship. He's got no ground units that affect the board right away. He's way behind on damage because of all the readied units Poem has. I don't see any way.
And this is why
that Poem can lose from this state.
No Sentinels. That's why I was saying the Sentinels are aggressive. And when they can be aggressive or defensive or, controllish.
Mm-hmm.
But no Sentinels in this deck. Just he's literally played like none of the cards that were in his opening hand. Yep. He had the 2 Saboteurs and he had the 2 Falcons, and they just like never actually came out.
Yep. It's just a lot of 3-drops in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's
6,
like Magic
7.
when you're in limited, when you have a draft deck, it's all 3s.
Yeah, he's almost half his deck is 3s. All right, so looking at the sideboards, what can Ryan bring in here? I guess he can bring in the Fang Fighters to kill shields. He can bring in Spark of Rebellion to sort of take important cards out of Poem's hand. I like those additions. I don't necessarily like the Ozatuk gunship. I guess it does deal with the Defender. It's just not a. I guess you have nothing else that deals with Defender.
Does he want to bring Wolf in to reenact how good the 3/2 was that game?
Just 3/2s getting blown up by 2/2s. I would have to imagine that rebel guy comes out, whatever it's called, the bazooka discarded guy card. Is Poem bringing anything in? That's a question. Hey, Poem's playing 52 cards in the main, but only 2 3-drop Boba Fett's, which is like.
He's playing 52.
Yep.
What is happening?
52 in the main. He played 51 last season. He decided to up his game by going to 52 this season. He's got 3 cell block guard, but only 2 Boba Fett unit.
Waylay.
He's only got 2 Waylay 2. He kind of hedged on a couple things, like one Waylay on the board, one Surprise Strike on the board, one Boba Fett on the board. Let's see if we can figure out what came in.
TIE Fighter and Boba
So we
Fett
did get Spark of
confirmed.
Rebellion coming in on the Ryan side. Don't see any sideboard cards here for Palm.
Of Holmes boosters been not delayed.
That's what someone just said. Adam said in the chat. Maybe only opened 2 Hans in his booster packs, but he has one in the sideboard, Adam. So I beg to differ. All right, so Ryan is ready. So I played against Ryan the other day, and he did this to me. He was like 3 actions ahead of me. I was like, I still haven't put down my Han resource yet.
You're
He's
still
like,
showing the list, Mike.
Oh,
You're
my
still
bad.
streaming the list.
Thank you. So the double 1-drop play from Palm. Yeah, Ryan.
They could have both done that, but me not in the other guy's hand, but also 1-drops in these lists. And he drew his one. Last game he drew his Waylay right on time in his 52 card deck. Now he's drawing his Boba Fett right on time.
Yeah, and I wonder what we're gonna see out of Ryan here. I kind of.
This is interesting. He can push his ground a bit here, or
Yeah.
space a bit here. I kind of like him going like hard claim and then just jam that. No, yeah. I would have liked him to go to space in the next turn, just jam them.
Which guy? The Ryan to go to space with the wing leader?
Yeah, and then just thought seize him.
I still think that's. He's got an interesting line here where he can like Leia and Spark of Rebellion and get in some damage and kind of like play back to see which arena Poem goes to, and sort of load up and then like choose to wing leader wherever he doesn't go. What's up, Chris? Just roll 3s, baby. Love a good Thoughtseize. We're going to see some Spark of Rebellions here. I do think Sabine resources to play. Leia followed up with Spark of Rebellion if we're just trying to use all our resources. But is Poem going to just Cunning to tap +4 somebody and then immediately kill
I
Sabine?
think if you're playing those sparks, you have to fire them off right away.
Yeah, this is why they're here. Looks like he's thinking about the Ezra attack. Oh, he does choose to play the Greedo off the top. Okay, so maybe that makes him wing leader here.
No, he can Leia and Spark.
Oh, he can Leia and then still Spark. Yeah, good call. I just was kind of in my head thinking that he would tap down Boba Fett, but Boba Fett has a free kill on Ezra now. Not free, but he does kill him. Yeah, it's free. It's just, yep.
Yeah, it's not free. Boba takes the damage.
Boba takes damage, but like you don't die back, which I'll take that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a free kill, and Boba does get his fair share of free kills.
Fair enough. All right, so now I think he's going to just wing leader Sabine.
Yeah. Because those sparks aren't that good anyway at this point.
Yeah, definitely not this point in the turn. We'll see where he chooses to fire him off next turn. He's definitely set up for...
Ooh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's spicy. I think you resource one of these Leias.
Definitely. And then you just play that in a Leia, I think.
I'm kind of surprised that
It's looking pretty
Palm
solid.
resourced a Cartel Spacer when that tap actually is kind of relevant on this board. I think you're dying to tap something down, untap one with Boba Fett, and then come back with the ATRT. Okay. Yeah, Cunning big as always. I guess if he was definitely gonna Cunning, then he doesn't need the cartel spacer. But I think I would have liked to build the board a little bit more. I
You
can't
should
ever
definitely
blame
use his
playing Cunning.
base. You should definitely use his base on the thing.
On what thing? The ship?
Yeah.
He looks like he gave the ship +4/+0 to get around the base doing anything.
Then he should definitely play the Rebel Assault now, I think. And just put
Wait, did
some
he
damage. Oh,
bounce something? Why did
now he
he
can
untap?
tap. Now he can tap the ship. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
For him. Yeah, so I didn't see that. That's smart.
Did Poem? Why did Poem untap one?
Uh,
He didn't bounce or kill anything, right?
no,
Yeah, Rebel Trader, I know Boba's ability, but like, what did he remove from play that turn?
nothing died.
Rebel Trader, I'm stopping them, right? Okay, they caught it. Excuse me. Well, Spark is definitely taking an ATRT. Okay, catching back up with this. This is a wild board state with so many units in play, and like no one is opting into being the control.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
This
They're
is
just, like,
7, 8,
playing
9,
like
10 damage, and this is 3, 4, 5 damage. With 6, 7 potentially if he wants to Rebel Assault.
Yeah, this might be bombing run. Game is over. I don't know about that.
I don't think the game is over. Well, I get disconnected. So I guess technically it is over. Here we go.
I don't think it's over. I think you got a Sabine with some stuff on it. I mean, it can die, but
No, it's just the
you got
race.
you got 5 in the air.
See over. Let me check on Poem.
7 in the air. Yeah,
I
there's a
got
lot.
DC'd. Okay. Poem's game crashed, so bear with us a minute, please.
Oh, they all crashed? Maybe because of that 52 card deck?
The 52 card deck broke the mod. It happens. Double loss. It's a draw, so it's a double loss.
These playmats aren't legal either. You have a giant poem in yours.
Here we go. Yeah, Poem is not new to TTS. I'm sure he'll find his game safe. The life totals are glitched, but that's fine. We know it's 12-7.
Oh. I'm on the thing.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. Oh, look.
He loaded the wrong game state. Now we're up to date. Is this still game 1?
Fact. No, it's game 2.
Game 2, okay. And game 2.
Thumbs up. There was a 3-2 and a whole bunch of 3 drops.
Right. Yeah, I just I forgot to update the game status, and I'm tired, man. I'm a tired boy. All right, we're back, people. The AT was the last card in hand. Correct. Yes.
So Boba can kill Sabine. No.
No, he's one short. But you
One.
could send like Greedo in and see what happens there, because Greedo could potentially kill two things.
Mm-hmm. Greedos. Although maybe you don't want a Greedo because that kills Boba. Greedo kills Leia.
Yeah, I think you have to attack with Boba. So attack base with Boba for 4. Okay.
Yeah, interesting.
Doesn't want any damage on his Boba. 1, 2, 3. Wow, Ryan
And
opting not to use the Rebel Assault there. Interesting. Oh,
you
okay,
can't.
so why not?
It costs 3.
Oh, it costs 3. It costs 3. Good call, Justin. Thank you. So they're just going face. This is so I was starting to say this earlier, but Ryan just like he'll just start doing stuff before you're done with your action. And it's not my favorite style of play. They're both aggro, but someone's wrong. I agree, and that's what I said before the crash woo. Was just that, like, neither one of them opting into becoming the control. One of them's going to be wrong.
So interesting. He can use Rebel Assault on the ground now.
Yeah, he's got
That's what?
3.
That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the ground, Rebel Assault, and then another 5 in space. That's 14. So he's got lethal if he's got lethal.
But one of his ships is going to die if he attacks on the ground, right? Like one of his units is going
No,
to die.
he based. Well, I thought he based.
Yeah, Poem is 2 actions from a kill because Poem drew the surprise strike. So probably just doesn't have the time.
Oh, Paul is also. Yeah, right. Yeah. Right, just doesn't have the time.
What's the most he can do? 4, 5, 6,
He
7,
needs
8,
to
9, 10.
Greedo.
No, he can. So if Poem attacks with the A Wing and Sabine, that's 10, right?
Because that's
So Ryan
5.
has to see the attack, the 10 attack.
Yeah. So he's got to do
Or I
that
guess he's going to do.
first.
Well, he's going to do it one of the 2 times.
But then Greedo just dies, right?
I guess you have. It doesn't matter what Ryan attacks with first, because if Poem sees the line, then he can stop the second attack from doing the full amount.
He's just one short, right?
Who?
Of doing it in 2 actions, Ryan.
No, he has it in 2 actions unless Poem sees that he has to kill either the Greedo or the A-Wing. If Ryan Rebel assaults first, then the Greedo's lethal.
Mhm.
And if Greedo...
Wait, can he Rebel Assault? Can he Rebel Assault Leia in the A-Wing?
It's not enough
And then
damage
and
to
then
win in 2, right?
but then it does then Sabine wins it.
That's 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's one short.
That's one short. Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with Griff. You have to attack with Greedo first and hope that Poem doesn't see that he has to kill the A-Wing. Because any other instance, he's one short. But then, like, Poem has Leia. I mean, Ryan has Leia to tap
Yeah,
something
he should have
down.
attacked Greedo.
He should have attacked with Greedo first, because this is going to make lethal very obvious.
Yeah. But then he's gonna kill his Greedo. So he might actually be okay. He hasn't used the base,
I
right?
don't. Can you A-Wing? Can you assault with A-Wing? No, you have
Yeah.
to. It's a rebel. You have to attack with another rebel. So you can't attack with Greedo, even just for the 3.
Yeah, not even just for the 3. Right. It's not
It's
like
not
Rebel
Fleet Lieutenant. But see, now it's just obvious. Yep.
Okay.
And now,
But Greedo can trigger. Ooh, that would have been nice if he triggered.
But now he has to.
Now he has to use his
Nah,
Leia.
it doesn't matter because he's got so many things to attack with that all he has to do is 8. He's got plenty there. He's got plenty there to do 8.
He's got plenty to do 8 because he's got surprise attack. And then he just hits in space. Yeah. And then
Oh, now, but now. Oh well, he doesn't know Poem has the surprise strike. I mean that he can tap something down with Leia, and he can Jetta something else if he sees it.
you can't Jedi a hero.
You can't Jetta the leader, but he can Jetta
Leader.
any of the other 3 things. But he has to deal with Boba Fett. No, I guess it's 8. He has to do something now.
No, he's got it anyway because he Jedis the one and then he just tries surprise strikes with the other. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So he taps that, and now he's got it. No, I don't think Poem has it. I think Ryan has it now. It's not because he's. Oh yeah, because it leaves him. That's right. It leaves him with initiative. Yeah.
It leaves him with initiative. Yeah. So Poem still has it by the 1. Well, I think we see the base wars.
Yep. Oh, he's just doing it now.
It just doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
Yep.
Because now he has to town.
Yeah. He has to Jeddah City, Boba Fett.
And then he just claims and wins.
Good end of the game for what started as like kind of wackadoo match. It came to be really close, but I think it's possible Ryan had a shot if he attacked with the Greedo first.
Yeah,
it's possible that Poem doesn't see lethal, but when your guy's at 3 and you only have 1 3 attack guy, like lethal's painfully obvious.
The battle of the bases.
Kind of had to sneak that in. Yeah, battle of the bases.
Was pretty clear there. It was on top.
I mean, Ryan had a pretty strong feeling that he couldn't win this game. And we saw why.
Yeah, I think if he went in space earlier, he might have had a chance.
Yeah, that, or as Crank and Chewie said, and we've said a couple times that if he had attacked with Greedo, he had a chance. But as soon as he put him to 3, he didn't. He lost his chance. My Leia should have attacked Greedo. I would have won. GG's. I'm not sure if that's true. We'd have to go back and see. Well, thanks for everyone for hanging out.
Yep.
Just like Rocky 3, me and Justin are going to turn off the stream and then go play Chirrut versus Casino Han. Not let anyone see it. All right, check out the Chirrut Deck Tech. We'll be streaming live from PAX East, or maybe recorded in 2 weeks with head designer Danny and lead developer Jeremy Zorn. I don't know if he's lead developer, but he's one of the developers.
We'll also have some input on 10K London.
Yep, 10K London coming up. Justin and Steve flying to London, foggy London town. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, a lot of happening.
A lot of happening in the K2D world.
Yeah. All right, check out my deck tech. Peace.
Go watch Justin's Deck Tech. Bye, guys.
I turned on closed captioning. It clearly says ball, not balls.
I'm going to go balls.